Hello everyone and welcome back to Starkey Farmstead. So before you get into this video and it upsets you because it isn't what you think it was supposed to be, just hear me out. I have never made pie shells from scratch. I have never baked a pie in my life. And I wanted to be different for Thanksgiving this year. I wanted to cook real food. And I wanted to know, are the recipes legitimate? And how long does it take? So the recipe that we picked literally said it was going to take us an hour and a half. We've now been at this for 3.5 hours and the pies are just going in the oven. So enjoy this. Get a good laugh of me with the younger generation, a 13-year-old and a 17-year-old boy and girl trying to figure out how to cook pies like our grandmothers and great-grandmothers did, because I have to give it up to the older generation. My God, you women and men that could cook back then, you're amazing. So enjoy this, and I'll let you know honestly at the end how the pies tasted. And welcome back to Starkey Farmstead. So we're here today. We're the pumpkin pie girls, and we are gonna bake homemade pumpkins with you from start to finish. Now we're gonna make our own pie shells and our own puree. And then we're gonna put it all together and we're gonna make our own pumpkin pies. So I grew pumpkins. A lot of y'all know I have a 2-acre farmstead, so it's my big knife. What we need to do right now is we are going to cut our pumpkins in half. We're gonna core out the seeds and all the stringy crap on the inside. And we're gonna get ready to bake these for 45 minutes because we're gonna use the skin and the puree for the nutrition. What you gotta say?
I'm ready.
She ready. Pumpkin pie girl, y'all. You're not nervous.
Yes, I am.
You got this, girl. Chop them pumpkins up. Take all your frustration out on cutting that pumpkin in half, but don't kill the pumpkin. The pumpkins will come out all shredded. All right, you guys, while she's like, oh Lord, fixing to cut her fingers off.
I know.
Ready?
This pumpkin is...
Oh, that pumpkin hard. Hold on. Let's try it. And make a little indentation and then slide it. There you go. Okay.
That's better, so I won't cut my finger.
Yeah, don't cut your fingers off. Your grandma would not be pleased with me. Her grandma would not be pleased with me if I bring her back fingerless. Okay, so cutting pumpkins can be kind of dangerous and awfully hard. These pumpkins are hard, but that's okay because they're fresh. And we're gonna get them cut in half.
It might take a little bit, but we're gonna do it. And we gotta learn. She's gotta learn how to cut things up because she won't always have an adult standing there to help her. I say do it the other way. You can do it the other way. I start this way, I'm gonna do it. You go all the way, huh? So what you're gonna do while you're cutting your pumpkins in half, you guys, you're gonna wanna set the temperature on your oven at 350 degrees because you're gonna have to put these babies in there for 45 minutes. Now, I keep a composting like mini bucket in my house for anything that I'm gonna throw out to my chickens. So once she opens that pumpkin up, everything we take out of the center, the seeds and all, are gonna go in here. Now, you could be really creative. If you don't have chickens, you could keep the seeds, separate the stringy point parts, rinse them off, put them on a second baking tray, and then you could bake your seeds for a very nice pumpkin seed snack to go with your Thanksgiving dinner. Now, it is Monday, so we technically have time because Thanksgiving is Thursday, 4 days from now, but you're gonna wanna get your pies and everything done ahead of time, especially when you're gonna be cooking from scratch. So that's why we're putting this video out today. And I was sent this recipe from a very lovely lady that asked me to keep her name secret, but I will share with you the link that she sent me in the description of the video.
We're almost there.
We're almost done. We're almost halfway through with cutting this pumpkin.
The first one.
I think I scratched the chips one more time because it's over like, there you go. Now you're gonna...
say chick, 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 chick. Right now from the top, you can reach your hand through that metal right there and just right here on this right here and drop it through. There you go. Get creative. Shake your, look, it got stuck up there. Shake the metal. There they go. It's like raining pumpkin. They'll be so happy. So this is how we are in no food waste. So your generation is going to have to deal with things like methane coming from where they, like, you know, the big landfills and stuff. And the methane comes from that because people put food in their trash cans. And when food goes into the trash, it decomposes. When it decomposes, it puts off nasty gases. So one way to kind of give back to the earth for your generation, I make sure that I dispose of all my food in proper ways. And one way is to feed the chickens all the waste products. All right, guys, we are now greasing our pans, and we're gonna grease them with lard or pork fat rather than Crisco, which is a petroleum oil basically. So she's gonna grease these pans really good so that the pie crust doesn't necessarily stick in there, and we're prepping to get ready to do the pie filling. Here's an easy way to know how to do this, you guys. So the recipe to make our homemade pie crust is gonna call for a 1/2 cup of butter. So look right there. 8 teaspoons or tablespoons equals 1 stick equals. So she's gonna put the whole stick of butter in there. And then she's gonna, the next step, it's gonna be 1 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour. When you pull it out, what you do, there you go. Very good. And you probably got more than a cup. Yep, so just push it back into the bag. It's okay if you make a mess. Cooking's messy. Baking for sure. And that is perfect. That is 1 cup. Look at you go, girl. You're gonna make a better baker than I am. Now I'm not sure how many pie crusts this is gonna make, so we're gonna follow these instructions. And then we're gonna fill up the pie pans with our crust, and we'll just keep making it until we get all 3, because we're making 3 pies.
So this for first pie.
Yeah, hopefully this will make 2 pie crust. That's what I'm thinking. So what's the next?
We need a 1/2 teaspoon of sugar.
All right, so a 1/2 teaspoon. This is, that's table. All right, so this is a 1/2 of a teaspoon, and the sugar's in the white thing right there with my coffee spoon on top. All right, what's our next ingredient?
We did the, 1/2 cup of butter. Wait, did we do the butter?
Yeah, we did the butter. It's on bottom.
Okay, 1/4 of water.
All right, 1/4 cup of cold water. So what you can do is use the same, yeah. And it doesn't matter, it's not clean. That's hot water, booby.
And I was rinsing out.
Oh, you're rinsing it out. Look, she's better at this than me, y'all, I'm telling you. And then we'll need 1/4 teaspoon of salt. So this is a 1/4. There you go. And let me grab the salt. We're gonna go with sea salt, you guys, so that we're actually using real salt. You can use Redmond's, you can use any kind of real salt. But I mean, if all you've got is what they sell us now in the store for table salt, go with it. But let's see, let's get all that in there. Perfect. We just realized, yeah, start on low first. We just realized we probably should have A, melted, or B, cut the butter up, because it's going to make a big lumpy mess. But hey, like she said, that's what aprons are for.
would really help if we had an older woman who knew what she was doing and could help us. That's okay. Hey, we're trying to make pie crust. Do you know how to make pie crust? I can roll it out and stuff. Well, we're not quite there yet. We're just trying to figure out how to make it. You can use graham crackers. Yeah, but we wanted to make like a traditional pie crust. Oops.
So, change of plans. All right, you guys. Kyler came in. He's going to help us roll out this pie crust. We're going to figure this out. We've already greased the pans, but I guess we need to put some flour in there. Oh, I remember that. Look, T, take a little bit of flour and like put it in the pans and rub it into the grease. I remember my grandma doing that. That's all I remember. Oh, look, it's looking like a pie crust. Look at us go, you guys. We're going to have the best. These people better like these pumpkin pies. That's all I can say. Because they were made, well, I don't know if you call it love, but they were made with frustration. Now, out of curiosity, I wonder how many pie crusts that's going to make. 2 maybe, you think? Definitely 1.
Probably 2 to the pans or something.
Yeah, the pans are kind of small, but I like that. I don't want huge pies. Now, do you want like a can or something to roll it out with?
Do you have one of them rolling things?
No, I don't have one of them. We were talking about that earlier. So, a jar. Okay, I can do one pie crust, huh?
That may make another one. I gotta get it to like a circle first.
You don't want to put it in the pan and dry? You could try like that. It might make it easier. Because then you can spread it out. And
take the extra off.
Hey, look, this is really working. It's going to be the best pumpkin pies ever. But it's going to end up being like an entire village to make the pie. I'm blaming this on my grandmother for never showing me how to do this. Y'all, he did really good. So, pie filling. What is this guy? Pie filling. This is the pie crust maker. Pie crust maker again. Is that what that is? Pan filler. Roller. Filler. Everybody got a job. I'm just the cleaner. So, as they, get in here and like, this looks really good. Now, does anybody have any idea what we're supposed to put little fork holes in the bottom of them?
In the bottom. Yeah,
the crust. You're supposed to take a fork. I don't know. I really think
they just do the sides.
We're gonna do sides on some, and we're gonna do bottoms on others, and we're gonna see what happens. We're gonna timing. The baked pumpkins are out of the oven, so it's now time to puree up the pumpkin filling. Now we're at the step where we are blending up the pumpkins. Please make sure to take the booty part of the pumpkin out and the stem part.
And to wear an apron.
And to wear an apron, because you're going to be covered in some, we're literally going to be cleaning. We just got through cleaning up flour. And so we're going to be cleaning up pumpkin after this. It wanted us to use like an emulsifier, they called it. But those are like super expensive. If you don't have one, you've got to figure it out country style. So we're going redneck on this sucker. It gets serious, some redneck pumpkin making over here, but it's going to work out. That's all right, girl. Just go with it. Just get it. Just tear it up. It doesn't want to go to that pumpkin skin. So we may be pulling some of the pumpkin skin out if we can't get it to puree right. Yeah, if that skin doesn't want to like cut up because we don't have one of those cool little emulsifier things, we may have to just like... No, I don't have a blender either. Oh, I do have a bullet. Waste the dough. We're going to make little mini pies, like little mini pumpkin pies. And because we don't have one of the fancy things, we realized none of this was working. Kyler came up with the idea of borrowing the neighbor's blender so we can puree this pumpkin pie. Filling, because this is the easy part, you guys. Now I had to chill the pumpkin shells, the pie shells, for like 30 minutes in the refrigerator. After that, we have to fill them, then we have to bake them. So it's just taking a lot longer. When I read the directions, it literally said 15-minute prep time, hour and a half cook time, and we're on hour 3. And we're nowhere near being finished with these pies.
3
half a cup of light brown sugar. So she's going to dump that into the 8 ounces of pumpkin pie puree. Now we're going to move on to the next thing.
I forgot.
Quarter cup
Quarter cup of
sugar.
Yeah.
And then you're going to use 2 tablespoons of that finely ground cornmeal right there. Look, I got it for you, baby, right there. Now, we milled our own cornmeal, so I am excited about this.
2 tablespoons.
No, I had you on it. I had you on it, the right one.
That
This
was
one.
a half.
Oh, it is a half. Oh, you want this one? Girl, I'm glad you figured that out.
I'll see y'all later.
Bye, baby. Be safe. Thank you for helping.
See you later.
Now, why they're asking for cornmeal, I may never know. But if you mill your own cornmeal, you're keeping the germ in it, which is going to give it all the nutrition. So one thing I can say, these pumpkins will be full of nutrition, not just calls for a half a teaspoon of sea salt, which I get excited. The sea salt comes from Maui. Very, very good sea salt. I use it all the time, you guys. I highly recommend it. That's odd. My phone just kind of jammed up. Anyway.
Sea salt.
Yeah, half a teaspoon of sea salt, and sea salt has so many minerals in it. So, like I said, I'm excited. The one good thing about this recipe, it is full of nutrition.
You got half a teaspoon of ground allspice.
And allspice. I'm not going to use any of the other stuff they ask for, like the ginger and stuff. You can put any of the warm winter spices in there if you'd like to.
Oh, I should have opened it.
You're adorable. You're okay. That's enough. Ooh, girl, you're dumping it. That's your little spoon. We have so, you guys, I'm going to show y'all a picture of my kitchen in just a second so all of y'all can laugh when it looks like, because Kyler came in and he was so very helpful. He helped us redneck our pumpkin pie, but this is what he left us to clean up. Yeah. He helped, he left. Now we get to clean. All right, moving on. She's doing a half a cup of heavy whipping cream into your pumpkin pie mix. Ooh, girl, this really is going to be good.
1 teaspoon of pure vanilla extract.
That's right. And then 3 large beaten eggs. Dump that in there too. And then we have to warm this up and melt it and mix it all together on the stove. Guys, last ingredient, 3 beaten medium to large, for us, yard eggs. All right, my love, start stirring that up and turn your temperature on about a 4 on the stove. That one, there you go. There you go, perfect. You gotta melt all of that together. Guys, and that's pretty. Oh, well, the skins are still kind of thick.
Well, it's small now.
It is small now. I will give us that. If they can't get past a couple of little pieces of skin, they don't deserve our pie. I am curious. Hold on, you guys. That's really good. It really, really is surprisingly good. I think it needs a little more sugar. Definitely think it needs a little more sugar.
I had to use this because the cream cheese was still informed.
Yeah, I added cream cheese on the down low, you guys. So look, if you're like me, sometimes you just think everything needs a little bit more sugar. So, just
sweeten things up.
Yeah, I like things sweet. I really do. So as soon as we get all this mixed together, we're going to pack these pies and we're going to slide them in the oven. We're going to cook them. What we're going to do now is we're going to fill the pies with the mixture. Put them in the oven. The oven's been preheating at 425. They're going to cook at 425 for 15 minutes, and then we're going to lower the temperature to 350 and cook them for another 30 minutes. You guys wish us luck. This has been the hardest recipe to make everything from scratch ever. One thing you learned today.
Is how to do the opposite of what we was doing today on how to make a pumpkin pie.
Amen, girl. You learned how to redneck a pie. You rednecked a pie.
It's hot.
It is hot. It is hot. Set it down. We'll give you something to carry at home. Thank you so much for hanging out with Starkey Farmstead and being a pie girl today. right, pick your pot so I can get a good picture. Everybody, I hope that you enjoyed our pumpkin pie girl video as much as we enjoyed making it. I just dropped Tanae off. She's actually like one of my neighbors, the back of my neighborhood where I live. But we actually made 3 pies, and I got to keep 2 because I have 2 different Thanksgivings I have to go to. And I sent one home with her family and a bunch of minis, and I can tell you guys that they really appreciated it. Hey boys! Hey my love, y'all have a good Thanksgiving. So get out in your community, find you a young adult that wants to learn how to cook, and teach you and them some new skills today. So God bless all of you. Please like, comment, and subscribe.